Oh shit. Oh shit, I gotta do this solo dolo. I waited long enough. Hardy, I don't know where you're at. Hardy went ghost on me. He old school ghosted me. Oh, Hardy ghosted me. I got Where the Crawdads Sing on because the Chiefs and Chargers just ended. Ended 27-24. The Chiefs got the W. Of course the Chiefs got the W, right? Like, I mean, fuck. Herbert choked at the end. He got it all the way down to the one. Got it down to the 1 yard line, yo. And threw a fucking interception. That's like the oldest rule in the book. Like, you're definitely going to throw, I did something wrong here. You're definitely going to throw an interception on the 1 yard line. It's like, didn't you watch the Super Bowl with Marshawn Lynch? Didn't you? I mean, come the fuck on now. So, yeah, as y'all can see, I got this tie here. You know? I guess I'll wear it for this episode. Let's jump into it. The money got relations that can't break. It's the first thing that I think of when I wake. I used to be broke searching for change.
Taylor's gonna finish it. Watford for the win. Yeah.
What's going on, world? Michael Beasley here, coming to you from the Sports Corner. I'm by myself. Yeah, I'm by myself tonight. But Hardy, I will be back next week. Miss you, brother. But please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you. It's very much appreciated. So, first up today, we got weekly updates. Welcome to Weekly Updates, y'all. So, the Indiana Hoosiers got their second win of the season. They are officially the best team in football in the state of Indiana right now. I mean, Notre Dame Fighting Irish is 0-2. Purdue is, I don't even know. I don't pay attention to them. But I know we're better than them because they suck. They lost. They lost at the beginning of the year. I know that for a fact. But Indiana football is 2-0 after their win over Idaho. Yeah, I mean, I'm gloating over a win over Idaho. I mean, we were down 10-0 at halftime. Why? I don't know. I guess it was raining a little hard and the boys were struggling a little bit. Down 10-0 at halftime. And then came out of the half and scored 23 unanswered. I mean, I'm not mad about that at all. I mean, they showed some grit, showed some fight, pulled off the W, 135-22. And it was good to see the running game was finally back. I mean, Shivers had 20 carries for, I believe, 155. And that's what I'm talking about. Indiana football, one thing that makes IU really good is you don't depend on the quarterback. We don't have $4 million quarterbacks. We don't have $2 million quarterbacks. We don't have $1 million quarterback. We don't even have a $500,000 quarterback. We ain't even got a $300,000 quarterback. We ain't got a $100,000 quarterback. We probably sitting at $25,000. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what we got. But our running backs, they're always consistent. They always go to the NFL. They're always strong. I mean, Tevin Coleman, for example, NFL. He played in the Super Bowl. Yeah, he lost the Super Bowl, and he's probably the reason the Falcons lost the Super Bowl to the Patriots because Coleman broke his leg in the third quarter. Just saying, that's why the Falcons lost. So, yeah, man, I can't believe it. That the Hoosiers are 2-0. I'm very proud of this. And then that leads me to the reason for the tie. Look, y'all, the Texans suck. They suck. The Texans suck. And the Colts were getting their asses beat. I mean, they weren't losing. They were getting their asses beat to a fucking pulp by the Texans, who are coached by Lovie, who couldn't win a game at Illinois. And obviously still can't win a game in the NFL. Coached by Lovie Smith, y'all. And quarterback by David Mills. David Mills. Gus Bradley, #1 defense coach. Got all these pieces. Stephon Gilmore, DeForest Buckner. Kenny Moore II. Darius was out. Okay, I get it. I'm at a loss for words. Because honestly, what I think needs to happen, should have happened at the end of last season, is Frank needs fucking fired. Hardy ain't here to back him up, so I'm fucking saying it. Frank needs fucking fired. Because I'm going to tell you this, if the Colts lose to fucking Jacksonville again, look, I'm a Colts fan, and maybe it's because I grew up in the Peyton era, and like I was spoiled of 12-win seasons and sweeping the division and shit. Because me, honestly, I truly thought the Colts were going to sweep the division this year. That's how good I thought they were going to be. Like, legitimate. I thought they were going to be that good. Like, I was that dumb. I was that dumb to think that, obviously. Because these jackasses couldn't beat Houston. How do you not beat Houston? You drummed these motherfuckers last year. They couldn't hardly score a point on you last year. And they dropped 20 on you. You go to overtime, and Legos misses the fucking field goal. Legos kicks 2 kicks out of bounds. Legos. And he gets fired the next day. Now we got Chase McLaughlin back. And we'll figure it the fuck out. Chase is, he can be consistent. There's a reason we cut him before, but he can hit kicks better than Legos fucking can. So, better luck to the Colts. They better fucking win this Sunday. And that's all I got to say about that. And next up, on to the inch. On to the inch, y'all. I'm going to take this fucking tie off. Welcome to the inch, y'all. So, this is the college football update. Oh my God. So, I had a talk with one of the number one Notre Dame fans, Andrew Hagan. Sunday night, and Notre Dame, as we all know, lost to Marshall. Notre Dame paid Marshall $1.5 million to come to Notre Dame Stadium and lay down. Like, you're not supposed to play us hard. What are you doing? We're Notre Dame. We're paying you to lose. We're supposed to win this game. What is going on? And that's what's going on with Notre Dame fans right now. They're blaming the quarterback player, Buckner, whatever the fuck his name is. He's out for the season now, so they can't blame him no more. Now it's on to Pine. Pine is a sophomore. Notre Dame is basically over for him. I'm just going to be real. Like, they hired Marcus Freeman, who had never coached head coach-wise or assistant coach-wise. He was like a receivers coach at a Division III or Division IV school. Some shit like that. But he became a receivers coach under Brian Kelly, and the players liked him so much that they got him that job. And we're seeing what happens when players choose to coach. I'm not hating yet. It's only 3 games, but he's 0-3 starting out. And when you're 0-3 at Notre Dame, that is different than being 0-3 at Indiana University. And that's all I got to say about that in regards to football. But college football-wise, so many upsets. Texas A&M, they paid Appalachian State $1.5 million or $2.5 million, some shit like that, or $3.5 million. I think they paid Appalachian State $3.5 million. I may be wrong, I may be right, but you know what? I'm close enough that I'm going to keep on going with it. Texas A&M lost to Appalachian State at home. Another game where Appalachian State, you ain't supposed to come in here and play hard. What are you doing? You're supposed to lay down, roll over, not fight. You're supposed to just fucking lose. Like, why are y'all coming out here and competing with us? We don't want that. But Jimbo, karma came back and bit you in the ass, didn't it? You talked that shit to Alabama, who I'm going to get to in a second. You talked that shit to Nick Saban. And they come back to bite you in the ass. Texas A&M has the number one facilities in college football. Like, they upgraded everything. They paid the big money for the big players, and it's not showing. They have the players, but you lost to Appalachian State. Appalachian State ain't won a significant game since they beat Michigan like 15, 16 years ago. And Michigan sucked that year any fucking way. I think they went like 6-6 or 7-5, some bullshit like that. Or they may even went worse. It was when the fat dude was a coach. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. Brady Hope. That was the fucking name. Brady Hope. He sucked as Michigan coach. Just saying, he was what the start of the demise was. And then they had Rich Rodriguez. They was doing all this other shit. But that's where I'm at with that. And then on to Alabama and Texas. First off, I'm going to say this. Alabama would have lost that game if Ewing didn't get hurt. If Texas starting quarterback didn't get hurt, Alabama was losing that game. They could not stop that motherfucker. He was throwing 60 yards, 70 yards. Like it was nothing. I mean, and then he got rocked. I mean, this is what happens when you bring up the past. So the commentators before the game, all they kept talking about was Colt McCoy, national title game, how he got hurt. And how Alabama, if Colt McCoy didn't get hurt, then Alabama would have lost, blah, blah, blah. Look, that shit wasn't true for a national title game. That shit was true for Austin, Texas, what the shit went down. I mean, Coach Sarkisian, who was an alcoholic at Washington University, lost his job because he was drinking on the fucking job, got fired. Nick Saban grabbed him up, said, hey, coach, put you in the box, clean up, don't be a drunk no more. And the rest is history. He got him on to fucking Texas. And Texas... Though Texas has sucked in recent years, they were really good when Mack Brown was coach, and they have a history of being great. I mean, it is the premier school in Texas. Texas has to be better than Texas Tech. They have to be better than Houston. Texas has to be better than whatever fucking else, Abilene Christian. They have to be better than all these fucking schools. They just gotta be, or it's gonna be frowned upon highly. They gotta be better than Texas Southern. I'm just saying, but. Damn, like Alabama, they scared me. They won 20-19. They pulled it off at the end. There's a lot of bitching, a lot of complaining on the internet, on Twitter. It is what it is. It's over and done with. Alabama needs to move past that and get ready for this week where they play some bums and they'll roll over. They'll beat the fuck out of them. Alabama will play a team. I don't know who the fuck they're playing on top of my head right now, but they'll play a team that will come in and they know their fucking role. You lose. You lose. You don't try. You lose. Just saying. And then another big upset was Kentucky. Look, I'll eat crow on this one. I talk a lot of shit about Kentucky. I talk shit about Kentucky football and how they're not relevant. Obviously, they have been relevant. Mark Stoops is their coach. They've been relevant the last 3 or 4 years. I can't hate on that. Or 7 years. He's been coach there 7 years. And they have been ranked a few different times. They've gotten players into the NFL. They weren't fucking relevant, though. But they got players into the NFL. But they're not better than the basketball team. They're not going to win no national title game. They're not going to win no SEC championship. They're not going to do none of that shit because they're going to get their asses whipped. But they did pull off the upset over the Florida Gators at the Swamp. So beating Florida like that, I mean, that's a pretty big jump for Kentucky in general. So that's like I said, I'll eat crow. I'm not going to say many good things about Kentucky. I hate Kentucky. Fuck Kentucky. It is what it is. Play IU in basketball, and we'll talk again. And then this weekend for college football, y'all, here's some matchups that are notable that you might want to throw down some bets on. The first game, we got number 13 Miami versus number 24 Texas A&M. So Texas A&M dropped from number 6 in the country to number 24 in the country because when you lose to a school that's supposed to roll over and lose, not put in any effort, not compete, not do anything at all, when you lose to a school like that, you get dropped. You shouldn't even be in the fucking rankings, Texas A&M. But Miami out of nowhere is in number 13 in the country. I don't know how that is even possible. Honestly, I haven't even scratched the surface of Miami yet, but they sucked last year. They normally suck. I mean, they had that one good year with Mark Richt as their coach, where they had the turnover chain and all that shit. Yeah, that shit was cool and fun and dandy for a year, and then y'all didn't do shit. Y'all shit the bed when it actually became relevant time. You know what I mean? That's just what the U does. They haven't been relevant since 2000 when they lost in the national title game to Ohio State, to Maurice Claret. And Willis McGahee, he tore his ACL. I'll never forget that shit. His knee turned the fucking around. Worst fucking injury in the history of college football. Just saying. And then we got number 11, Michigan State versus Washington. It's the night game, ABC game. This game is very intriguing because Michael Penix Jr., former Indiana quarterback and former offensive coordinator of Indiana, is the head coach of Washington, will square off. And Penix had a big first game of the season. Washington, though they are unranked, like I said, Michael Penix Jr. is healthy. And when he is healthy, he seems like he had his head together in the first game. He threw like 3 touchdowns, 300 some yards or some shit like that. But to beat Michigan State, they are at home. I see Washington getting this upset, and I would probably throw this in a parlay somewhere on your bets. And then we got Texas Tech versus number 16, NC State. Texas Tech beat Houston last week, and I called y'all on that shit last week. I believe that Texas Tech is going to beat NC State. NC State has been vulnerable. They should have lost the first game of the year against Eastern Carolina. They should have lost that game, point blank period. Eastern Carolina just couldn't kick a fucking field goal for the life of them. And then you got Penn State, number 22 in the country, at Auburn. Auburn is not very good, but this is interesting. It's Big Ten versus SEC. You want to look at this game. I don't know what the over-under is right now off the top of my head, but I would take Penn State and throw this in a parlay with Washington and Miami. And then you got number 12 BYU at number 25 Oregon. So BYU got a big win over Baylor, number 9 in the country, who Desmond Howard also picked to be in the playoff. My lord, they got beat that quick. BYU pulled off the upset in overtime. The field goal kickers for Baylor and for BYU, neither one of them could finish the game off, which is why it went into overtime. So Baylor deserved to lose that game every second of it. So you get what you deserve, you reap what you sow. And BYU is probably going to lose to Oregon because Oregon has something to prove after getting fucking drunk 55-3 by Georgia. And that's it for the inch. I need to take a break for a second. Whew. You know, I like a good crime movie, and this is apparently like a love crime movie, so that's why I was not going to watch Where the Crawdads Sing, but it's like a love. I don't want the love part. I'm good on that love part. I got love at home. But as for the crime part, I'm interested in this because she lives in like the swamp or some shit. I don't know. It's opened up with the detectives searching shit, so I got to stop this shit. 2 hours and 5 minutes long. That's kind of over cooking my grits, but I did watch Nope last night, and that was 2 hours and 15 minutes, and that was really good. Nope, Hardy, you were right. You were right. Nope was the best alien movie I have ever seen. That was the best alien movie I have ever seen. That was the best alien movie I've ever seen. 10 out of 10. Phenomenal. I did not like Get Out. I did not like Us. But, Nope. Oh my God, Keke Palmer, she did her fucking thing. I can't say his name, but you know this guy. He's really fucking good. I really like him in movies, and he was so fucking good. The whole fucking movie was just so fucking good, and it was so fucking gory, and it was so fucking creepy and eerie, and made you think, and like, there's a pig on the roof. You're like, oh, when pigs fly. Fucking aliens. Like, it's the little shit in that movie that was just so fucking good. Like, Jordan Peele, you did your fucking thing, man. Damn, that was a good movie. It was a good movie. Shit. So, welcome to NFL's Pick'em, y'all. So, this is Pick'em. So we got week 2's pick'em. So week 1 or first game we got New York Jets versus the Cleveland Browns. I got the Browns. Then we got the Commanders versus the Lions. I got the Lions. Then we got the Buccaneers versus the Saints. I got the Bucks. Then we got the Panthers versus the Giants. I got the Giants. And then we got the Pats versus the Steelers. I got the Steelers. And then we got the Colts versus Jacksonville. I got the Colts. Then we got Miami at Baltimore. I got the Fins. We got Falcons at Rams, I got the Rams. Then we got the Seahawks at 49ers, I got the Niners. Then we got Cincinnati at the Dakless Dallas Cowboys, I got the Bengals. Then we got Texans at Denver, I got the Texans. Then we got the Cardinals at Raiders, I got the Raiders. And then we got the Bears at Green Bay, I got the Packers. And then we got 2 Monday night games, which is fucking dope as hell. I was wondering why we didn't get that week 1, but I guess we get it week 2. But we got the Titans at Buffalo. I got the Bills. And then we got Minnesota at Philly. This is a toss-up game, but I got Philly. I'll take Philly in that one. And then for my special parlay pick, so this is what I'm going to bet this weekend. And I might even throw Philly in there, which is going to raise the stakes a little bit more. But I got the Colts, Fins, Giants, Texans. You bet $10, you win $343.28. I think the Texans can win this weekend. They gave the Colts a fucking battle. They really did. I gotta give them credit where it's due, and the Broncos did not impress me at all. They had one big play to Jerry Jeudy. The rest of it, they look like shit. Like they had no trust in Russell Wilson at the end there. But also you have Brandon McManus as your kicker. So giving the coach a lot of shit for a 63-yard field or 64-yard field goal, and Brandon McManus has made a 67-yard field goal before. I mean, yeah, I'm going to count in McManus in Seattle, and he just slightly missed it. I mean, shit happens. That's what happens with fucking kickers. Sometimes they miss. You live and die by it, but you don't go back and say, oh, I would do it differently. No, you live and die by your decisions. Broncos coach, you're about to lose the fucking confidence of your team. You live and die by your decisions, bro. And then with the Giants, Saquon Barkley, he looks phenomenal. He does not look like Saquon at all. He looks like the motherfucker went to the Rock's gym and started drinking the supplements and everything else and everything in between. He was hungry. He was doing his thing. He's on my fantasy team. He got me the most points on my fantasy team. I drummed Bill sorry, Bill, but I drummed your ass in fantasy. And Saquon Barkley was part of the reason. He had like 33 points total in my fantasy league. So that's what I'm fucking talking about. And then the Fins impressed me a little bit. So I think they drummed the Patriots. They made the Patriots fans lose hope. At my job, there's a Patriots fan. He was wearing his Patriots jersey. And I walked in, and the first thing he said to me was, it's been a horrible day. And I bet it has. And it's beautiful. I was smiling. I was very happy. It's very great to see Patriots fans miserable. I love when the Patriots suck. Fuck the Pats. And then I got the Colts winning in Jacksonville. Matt Ryan, they got to break the curse. I think I'm picking the Texans and the Colts to win this weekend to offset that tie and just to make things right in the universe. I feel like if those two teams win, things will go right and shift right into the universe for the Indianapolis Colts. And everything will be okay with me and not having a heart attack watching the season. Because, I mean, let's just face it. The Cowboys are done. You know what I mean? Like, no Dak, it's over. They got faith in Cooper Rush. I don't. Who does? But you know what? Jameis Winston, he had some words of wisdom that I'd like to listen to real quick.
We never gave up, so all the glory belongs to God. He's the one that brought me through.
Where was the pain, Jameis?
Yeah, just pain. It was pain everywhere. So we got to keep on pushing through and being resilient.
Thank you, Jameis. Thank you so much for those words of wisdom. Like, thank you. I love Jameis. He's my favorite person. He's one of my favorite players. I mean, the man did steal lobster in college, but I fuck with Jameis Winston. I really do. Next up, breaking news.
Stomach feeling full. I can't never play a fool. Got my mind filled up with you.
Welcome to breaking news, y'all. So I got some crazy breaking news stories. Breaking news story number 1. The owner, Sarver, of the Phoenix Suns got in trouble for using some racially insensitive words. So basically meaning he's getting suspended for a season, I believe, or some shit like that, and getting fined a certain amount of money. But I don't give a fuck. I'm with LeBron. LeBron said, nah, the league got this wrong because they didn't kick him out. I mean, the league kicked Donald Sterling out for the Clippers. They need to kick Sarver out for the Suns. I mean, Adam Silver, you're kind of pulling a double standard here. He's like, oh, we didn't have enough evidence. It's not the same thing as Sterling. Yes, the fuck it is. It's racism. Get them the fuck out the league. Your league is 95% black. Get them the fuck out the league. We don't need racists in the NBA. And I mean, look how it worked out for the Clippers. I mean, they got Kawhi. They got Paul. They ain't won the title yet. But you know what? They ain't got Sterling. They put him behind him. And then we got the All-WNBA first team was officially announced. Congratulations, ladies. Ajay Wilson, Breanna Stewart, Kelsey Plum, Skylar Diggins-Smith, and Candace Parker, who had a phenomenal season. She had like a record amount of triple-doubles, point blank period. Like, Candace Parker had a great season. And then congratulations to Nebraska football head coach Mickey Joseph, who became the first African-American in Nebraska school history to coach at Nebraska University. Congratulations, Mickey, for real. Scott Frost got fired. The university shit canned his ass, and they hired Mickey Joseph. Mickey Joseph, he's been an assistant throughout the college football. He was an assistant at LSU, which that one's what really stood out to me. And then you got the Browns. Browns dropping their new midfield logo. It's an elf. So the younger crowd I saw, like, they liked it. And me personally, an elf? So where's Santa at? Like, is Santa going to be in the end zone or something? I'm confused. All right, and then Jamal Adams is out for the season, y'all, for the Seahawks. That's a big blow to the Seahawks. Jamal Adams is their best player easily. He's one of the top safeties in the league. He's out for the season again. And then, last breaking news story, Steph Curry admitted Steph Curry admitted that Kevin Durant and the Warriors were in talks to bring him back to the Warriors in a trade. They were going to ruin basketball again. They were going to fucking ruin it again and make it unfair. You was going to win a title and bring Durant back. Like, that would make me hate Curry. Like, I got his shirt and I would burn that shit right here on this show right in front of Hardy. I would do it. Because that's how fucking shitty that would be. Thank God it didn't happen, though, and I'm still a Steph fan. Go Pacers. Thank y'all for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment. I said a lot of things. I do a lot of things. I don't know what I said. I don't know how I said it. But you know what? I had a fun show. And before I get out of here, you know I love to end things with a quote. Oh, I got a good one. I know which one I'm going to end it with. Feel like I got broken up with. Then we got back together. It's a cycle of that. You ever been in a toxic relationship? That's what I feel like. This was Nyheim Hines said on the Colts 2020 tie with the Texans. I feel you, bro. I mean, what the fuck? I still can't believe the tie. Like, these motherfuckers really tied, y'all. Like, how you really gonna tie? Like, I don't understand it. How you gonna fucking tie with the bum-ass Texans? Like, I'm really disappointed. Like, I wish Hardy was here. Hardy's ghosting me right now. But I wish Hardy was here. He wasn't ghosting me right now. So I could ask him, why the fuck these assholes... I done fucked this up. No, I didn't. We're good. We're still good. Look, when in doubt, just tie it. Oh, I done fucked it up. Man, that's what happens with the ties, man. I done got all worked up, man. Fuck the Colts right now. Go Colts, Law. We need the Colts to win this weekend. Fucking in Jacksonville. Let's go, Colts. Until next time, y'all. Peace. Cut and print. I'm out.
Why they wanna leave me out? All the things I talk about, facts that they could do without. Change is hard, so drown me out. They only perceive what they think, and you can't change a thing. Let them be, let it be. Yeah, this feeling got me lifted. Conscious getting shifted. Making my way up from the earth, I'm steady drifting. Spark inside the sky, I'm a star off in the distance. Shining with persistence, you missing every single point when you don't listen. Conditioned to live where we don't fit in. Tell them how you feel. Heaven is not real, hell is how we feel. Love while you are here, love can help you heal. Love can get you killed, but it's worth it when you feel. But it's worth it when you feel.